Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And maybe some of you out there have seen movies like Harry Potter or something like that, where the picture frames on the wall or where paintings are on the wall and they talk to you or they do stuff in the painting. So is this pure fantasy or science fiction? Not anymore, because today we are talking about Vinabot AI Frame. What is that? You will find out in that video, and as always, a great product journey starts with a box. And those are the boxes, but let's start with the small one. What do we have here? Immediately greeted by close to everything. What else do we have here? Power cable stand. I think that's it so far. Let's take a closer look at the frame itself. Ooh, look at it. We have some wood finish here. Just tries to imitate wood. It's in fact plastic. Here's some speaker outlets, I guess, but we will find everything out in a second. So how do they want us to use those stands? I guess that's for portrait mode. Yes, looks like that. Yep. That's exactly for that. But keep in mind, maybe the appearance and the used materials will change because these are pre-production models. So the look and feel maybe from the used materials, but the software side, they told us, is so far so good. So it's ready to use and will reflect the experience you will have when you order one. So let's continue with that. Let's take a closer look at the big one. So I already made the setup with the small screen, as you can see, and we will dive deeper into all the features it has. But the setup is so easy that I want to show it to you because I can do it on camera. It doesn't take longer than, I don't even think it's 2 minutes. I think we have to zoom out a little bit because this one is bigger. Keep in mind, that thing needs power. So you need a power supply for that. So if you thought, wow, that would be cool if it hangs on the highest point in my living room or wherever, or in your Hogwarts castle, I have to disappoint you. You need some power supply for those screens. And just for demonstration purposes, I will use that included stand. It's quite easy, simple, good design. And more or less it's done. Let's plug it in. We have to make here some serious cable management, only one outlet here, at least for that plug. So, welcome. Let's move up a little bit and confirm. You see, it's a touch screen and a really responsive phone. Then you have to connect to your Wi-Fi. Of course, made a typo with the password. I have to say that touchscreen is really responsive. It's not like you're used from other gadgets around the house. So this is some really responsive stuff. Basically, this thing is done and ready to use. We can go back. Maybe I have to change the light a little bit so you can see it better. Yeah, less glare. In your normal living room setup, you won't have that much glare because you don't have normally that many lights shining from a horizontal direction into it. But of course, this is a video setup, so we have to fight a little bit with the glare. But normally, that shouldn't be any problem at all. And then, of course, upgrade now, live experience. And that's it. Not even a minute it took the setup. You need the Vinabot app. You can just download in the Play Store. And as you can see, I already connected the small frame here. Let's connect the big one. It's easy, as you can imagine. Add device, and then you scan that QR code. Easy, easy, easy. Binding, boom, it's binded. And you see, I have now 2 AI frames here in my selection. And then we can start having fun with it. You see, that's the stuff you see the first time you boot it up, or it's your base screen. Here you have the possibilities to select what you want. Media showcase. Of course, this is empty right now because we have to add some photos and videos or whatever to the screen. We can just upload it via the app. Easy as that. But of course, the big star of the show are the emotional interactive agents here. So we tap on this, and you see we get a vast variety of different agents we can select. Of course, it needs to load a little bit for everything, but I think we go with our princess. And here we are, we have our princess ready to talk to us. So we just say, hey, what's your favorite activity in life?
Well, if I had to pick, I'd say I love tending to my castle garden most.
Wow, that was loud. So the basic setting is quite loud when it comes to the volume of the speakers, and it sounds like it comes basically mostly from the top, but it's really loud, believe me. But it's not a problem, it can't be fixed. Just as you are used from your smartphone, swipe from the top down and then you can reduce the volume. Easy as that. But let's have some more fun with these AI agents, and also let's decorate that frame so it looks more like our friend here to the side, more like a classic frame. And therefore we received also this kind of beautiful framing we can just fit on the outside of that screen. So let's do that. Sadly, the screen with the frame is not really usable with the stand, so you have to go with the different mounting options. Luckily, you have more than enough mounting points basically on the frame, as you can see here for portrait mounting, and here 2 points for hanging it horizontally. And that's not all when it comes to mounting. Just give me a second. You also get that cool mounting bracket that goes onto here. So you have 4 screwing points. You screw it onto the frame, onto the screen, and then you can mount it on the wall and you can turn that. So you can change the orientation of the screen. If you're feeling today for a horizontal view, landscape, whatever scenery, just turn the screen. Easy as that. Go back to portrait mode if you are ready to talk to your ancestors. So yeah, quite nice frame, especially with the wooden frame around. Fits, I think, in every living room quite perfectly. Or you can just design the frame to your likings. I mean, you can just make one for yourself or buy one. It isn't connected directly with the product itself. But what can we do? You saw already that cool AI avatar, but we can also, of course, just transfer some images from your smartphone. The app, really convenient and easy to use. You have your whole image gallery from your phone at your fingertips, so you can just upload anything you want. So let's just do that. And here it is, beautiful image for me. And then you just select it and say distribute, and then you can select every frame you got from that company, so you can just simultaneously deploy an image, a video, whatever on every frame in the house you got. How do we access that? Just tap Media Showcase and Image, and here we go, beautiful image on the screen. Of course, you can also change a little bit the crop factor of that image, and you have a really dynamic image frame in your house. But of course, that's just one usage. I also already created something very funny with the help of AI, because I created an avatar from me that just says a little thing.
And I want to be your friend. Hello, I'm a supercomputer, and I want to be your friend. Hello.
A little AI video of myself that tells me that he's a supercomputer and wants to be my friend. But where are the real friendships? The real friendships come in form of those AI avatars you saw a little bit earlier. And creating one of those avatars is super easy. Let me show you. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs, whatever. You choose which style you want to create your character. And as far as I know right now, you will have even more decisions or possibilities in the future. But right now we can choose between those two realistic and a little bit stylized versions of ourselves. Then you just need one photo of the person or of that character you want to bring life to. So really one photo is enough for that whole process. Then of course you can give it a name, but the real fun part is here under the character settings, because this is what really makes them feel alive and feel like they have their own personality. Because here you can just create your own version of anyone. To show you that, let us ask that princess from before what her favorite flower is.
That's a sweet question. My favorite flower has to be the peony. They're so lush and full, almost like tiny clouds in bloom, classic and quietly regal, just like a castle garden's secret. Do you have a favorite flower?
And keep that in mind, because I will ask Steven the same thing in a second. And that's the cool thing. Every one of these characters has their own personality. So they react different according to what you write here or what they have pre-installed, of course. Because the princess, as you've seen, she will always answer in a princess way. So everything is castle and flower related or very sweet and upbeat. And I already created Steven here, so we can test him right away. And I just told not that much, just that he is a quirky YouTuber that loves tech and likes to help people to learn new things. And also, if that's not enough for you, you can also synthesize the voices of that character. So just need some samples of that person, which I sadly hadn't right at the tip, and I didn't want to clone my voice, yada yada yada. Also possible and cool stuff. And so let's just check out how Steven reacts to my questions. And here we are already with Steven on our beautiful frame, and as you can see, he's happy, he's having a good time. So this is also, I guess, part of the personality. When you want to have a grumpy person, you should write it down there, but that's just a guess from my side. So yeah, hey, what's your favorite flower?
Yeah, oh, good question. I think I'd go with sunflowers. They're bright, cheerful, and always seem to bring a bit of warmth to any space. Plus, they sort of stand tall and face the sun, which feels kind of optimistic.
What do you like most in life?
Alright, one moment. I think what I like most is sharing new ideas and discovering creative things with others. There's something really special about curious conversations and little moments of inspiration. It makes everyday life feel more connected and meaningful.
Hey, what's your favorite thing in life?
Okay, honestly, I think my favorite thing is finding little moments of warmth, like sharing stories under the stars or listening to rain patter against castle windows. Even in quiet solitude, those small, gentle joys feel like magic. What about you?
Thank you. And you can see here we have everything very princess and castle themed, so her personality is quite obvious, tailored to the one of a princess that lives in a castle and yeah, loves all the stuff around it. While on the other hand, Steven is technology focused and yeah, in sharing his knowledge with other people and stuff like that. And you can have that for everyone, and as you said, you can just create that with some simple taps on the app. So this is really easy stuff. And that's all from my side about that great AI powered picture frames. And I have to admit, I really love that experience. I can't remember when I had so much fun the last time reviewing, testing a product, because it's just really like in the movies. You have that moving, living, kind of breathing thing with its own personality hanging on your wall, not just a dull image that is just there and maybe yeah, spread some happiness from time to time. No, here you can start the conversation right away, anytime, and it always has this little animation, and it varies also little movements here and there, and I really love that. So we had really some fun here in the office. So it's a great addition for your home, for your workplace. Maybe not that much for the workplace, because we had to laugh a lot because it was so easy to make a little clone of Steven here, and he just looks so happy in there. It's just really fun, and as you have seen, it's really easy to do, to create your own avatars, to give them personality, and really cool experience. And if you want to find out more, just check out the description below. And maybe not quite sure at the moment, we also have a discount code there for you. Also keep in mind, we have here a pre-production model, so don't be confused that maybe the products that are linked in the description look different than the ones we had in that video. That's just because we had a pre-production models and they said to us that those materials will change in the future. But nevertheless, check out the description. If you have any more questions I didn't answer in that video, drop us a comment. If you liked that video as much as I liked that whole frame experience, give it a thumbs up, follow the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell button so we can see each other next time. Until then, I wish you a beautiful, perfectly framed day, and I say bye-bye.